we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
In the course of a game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Rams, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down at a yard. And he'll be brought down, looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, Burrows. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. You talk about this Rams defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 41. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Watkins. And he rifles one incomplete.
Pass intended for Chig Okonkwo. Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
Now a second and 10. to throw. Watkins. Open man, Kyle Williams has got it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, L.A. Chigakonkwo, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Cowboys, nothing.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
10 yards on the pickup.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Here we go, set.
Here's Milton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's Milton. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They go play action here on 1st down. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. And the Rams at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18. 60, 60, 19.
Operating from the gun. Watkins. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 3.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal. There's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
Viking 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Trap 60. Trap 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw again. And he whips that one incomplete there. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 6, 79 Broncos. Cut 19. Cut 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't you practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 10.
Cougar 19. Mustang 19.
Now Milton. He's got Anderson right side. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up.
Ready.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ready. 60 Eagles.
To throw is Milton. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
Dragon 60.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw to the right, caught by Carthage. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
60 average. 18 Cardinal. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let's get that touch. First down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's complete to Williams. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go. Hawk 70.
Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now a handoff looking right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Ready.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So first and goal quickly turns into fourth and goal, and then fourth and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Well, soul searching now?
I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've got to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
At the 30-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Burrows. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready, set.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Unlock line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Burrows. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run on first down. Burrows. Room here to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Ready.
Now a give right side. Burrows. And he is going to lose yardage here. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Milton. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Cowboy 80. 19 Lions. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Throwing is Milton. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Cowboys 7. Joshua Carty to kick off.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. He goes 86 yards on the kick return. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Cowboys 7.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And just shutting him off there. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's Milton now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Line of scrimmage to 24. This is 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown, Dallas.
A great play there. 33 yards. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Cowboys 14. Joshua Carty to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Watkins. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Ready, break.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get...
There he goes, right side. Powering his way forward. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for L.A. 67 yards on the ground.
At the 8-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Warriors 17.
Operating from the gun, Watkins. This is caught. And he'll get positive yardage there as they do touchdown.
A gain of 7.
Now they'll change things up.
At the Cowboys' 1-yard line.
70 Lions. Buffalo 18.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Viking 18. Viking 18. Mustang 19. 19 Lion. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Panther 11. Panther. Cub 19. Cub 19. Go Street. 19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Operating from the gun, Watkins. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Donovan Ezeraku. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. From the 15 now after the sack. It's 3rd and goal.
Set up. 70 Lion. Trap 60. Trap 60. Check. Check. Rig alert. Rig alert. 18 Pioneer. Warriors 70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw. Watkins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
No gain, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Milton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 18, trap 60, trap 60.
Looking to throw. Milton. And he is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
It's a gain of
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Operating from the gun, Milton. Completes it once more to Anderson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
First down, Dallas.
On first down, Burrows. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
He was taken down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Pass to the left, ready. 70 Lions. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Here's Milton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 Lions. 79 Broncos. 18 Pioneers.
To throw, it's Milton. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Come on.
Operating from the gun, Milton. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Cowboys take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Well, they were down 6 at intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit, and Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
And while being down 6 points, obviously not an insurmountable lead, tying a game up, that just relaxes the whole team, doesn't it? And now when you add the extra point and you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
That's good for a Rams first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Watkins. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. Warriors, 70. Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
It's a gain of
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
60.
Back to throw. Watkins. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
60 Bison.
Off play action. Watkins. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Here we go.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
From the set. Here we go. Set.
Looking to throw. Milton. This is caught. It's Cruz. Look at the big man rumble. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Milton. Now he's going to, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Joe Milton taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
The Cowboys will line up for the
They're going to try and run. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out.
20. Joshua Carney to kick off.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
70 Ranger. Dragon 60.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw. Watkins. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Williams brings it in. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They go play action here on first down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Donovan Ezeraku able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Looking to throw. Watkins. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on third down, Watkins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
70 Timberwolves. 19 tight. 19 tight. Dragon 60. 60 down. Buffalo 18.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Okay, break. Let's go now. Bronco 80. Roll.
They'll run on first down. Burrows. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready? Hawk 70.
Off the play fake. Milton. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Burrows. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On the jump.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll keep it on the ground. Burrows. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mustang 19.
Back to throw. Milton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
70 Rangers, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, Dragon 60.
Throwing after the interception. Milton. And he can't get it through. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Here's 2nd down.
Operating from the gun. Milton.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. But a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great. But they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Got it. Ready?
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
19 Charger, 18 Pioneer. Go.
Operating from the gun. Milton.
This is Anderson.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
46 yards on the play.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Come on. Check. Hawk 70. Ready?
They'll try the left side. Burrows.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Ready?
Now Milton.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock.
Brings up 3rd down.
Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
So it's the Rams who are going to get the football first as we are back underway here in overtime. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
19 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight. Company team. Check smash. Check smash. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Operating from the gun, Watkins. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That connection seemed to work out okay on the first play of the drive. Why not go right back to it? And once again, this defense is left without an answer as they surrender back-to-back first downs.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Watkins. He'll complete this one. Bianconquo. And they're going to be centered down around the 15-yard line.
Well, that certainly changes things here because they're in field goal range already, but a field goal, that's not what they're looking for now, not after that big play right here in overtime.
They'll look to throw again. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd down and 8.
Lion, let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
12 yards.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
CD, you know, he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? Forget about the guys in the backfield. They're eligible, too.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Yep, let's go now. Let's go, lady.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. But they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Here to take home the W, and it was all thanks to